Hello, and welcome to Week 12 of the 2024 to 2025 season. First up, Steelers against the Browns, Russell Wilson against Jameis Winston. I'm going with the Steelers over the Browns. Next up, Titans against the Texans, Will Levis against C.J. Stroud. I'm going with the Texans over the Titans. Up next, Vikings versus the Bears, Sam Darnold against Caleb Williams. I'm taking the Vikings over the Bears. Next up, Cowboys versus the Commanders, Cooper Rush against Jayden Daniels. I'm taking the Commanders over the Cowboys. Next up, Patriots against the Dolphins, Drake May against Tua Tagovailoa. I'm going with the Dolphins over the Patriots. Up next, Chiefs against the Panthers, Patrick Mahomes against Bryce Young. Will the three-time, back-to-back Super Bowl champions go for a three-peat? How about them Chiefs? I'm going with the Chiefs over the Panthers. Next up is the Buccaneers versus the Giants, Baker Mayfield against Tommy DeVito. I'm taking the Bucs over the Giants. Next up, Lions versus the Colts, Jared Goff against Anthony Richardson. Should the Lions be Super Bowl contenders? I'm taking the Lions over the Colts. Up next, Broncos against the Raiders, Bo Nix against Gardner Minshew. I'm going to take the Broncos over the Raiders. Next up is the Cardinals versus the Seahawks, Kyler Murray versus Geno Smith. I'm taking the Cardinals over the Seahawks. Next up is the 49ers versus the Packers, Brock Purdy against Jordan Love. I'm taking the Niners over the Packers. Up next is the Eagles against the Rams, Jalen Hurts against Matthew Stafford. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles, so I'm going with the Rams over the Eagles. And finally, we got the Ravens against the Chargers, John Harbaugh against Jim Harbaugh, and Lamar Jackson against Justin Herbert. I'm going with the Ravens over the Chargers. Recap: Steelers, Texans, Vikings, Commanders, Dolphins, Chiefs, Buccaneers, Lions, Broncos, Cardinals, 49ers, Rams, and Ravens. That's all for now. That's all for this week. See you next week. End of video.